Hey everybody, welcome to Seattle Refined, our TGIF edition. I'm Garrett Swanson. It's Friday, and that means we're going to get you ready for the weekend. And there's nothing bigger than what's going on over at the UW this Sunday. If you watch Refined this week, you know about Pack the House. We want to make sure every seat is filled at Heck Ed this Sunday at 5 p.m. as the 7th-ranked Husky women's basketball team takes on number 10-ranked conference rival Stanford. It's going to be a monster game. Now, this game is so big, it could be historic and potentially even be the largest crowd in program history. Again, tip-off goes at 5 o'clock. And the guy running the show, he's been over there for a few years doing a great job, Coach Mike Neighbors. And, man, your team, Coach, is on fire. And it's all about packing the house this Sunday, isn't it?
Well, thanks for y'all's efforts with this. It's been great. A team effort with people on campus and you guys reaching out and trying to get our kids, our seniors especially, a chance to play in front of a top 25 crowd for the first time in their careers.
Yeah.
And now it's starting to sound like maybe the biggest one ever.
So you got the big game on Sunday. It's Friday today, and you got a big one against Cal. Let's talk a little bit about them real quick. I mean, this is a dangerous club.
Maybe the most dangerous team in our league. A team that's been to the Final Four in the last 4 years. They know how to win. Very, very talented. Very, very explosive. A team that can potentially beat anybody in our conference top to bottom.
So what's the deal with your team? You guys just keep getting better and better. Last year, you guys fly under the radar. You make the Final Four, and everyone's going, wow, Final Four. And now you could go to the Final Four easily, if not win the national championship. A lot of people are talking about that.
Well, we've got 4 great leaders. You know, we've got 3 seniors and a 4th-year kid, 5th-year kid, and Heather Corral. You get Katie Collier, Chantel Osar, Kelsey Plum, and Heather Corral. Kids that have been here since we started this thing, you know, 5 years ago. And they've been here. They know what they're doing. They know why we do things. And they're just really passionate about leaving a legacy here that a lot of people can be proud of. You know,
we had your 3 seniors or 4 seniors on a little bit earlier this week, and there's something special about those 3 and those 4 ladies. I mean, in fact, the whole team. What is it that makes this team special? Not just your basketball. I mean, these ladies are friends off the court as well.
Yeah, they're great teammates first. You know, that's the key to it all. They can really, really lead each other, and then as a result, the other kids follow along. There's a cool vibe. We've stopped trying to define it because none of us have ever been able to really do it. I don't know what it is, but it's just this feeling you get, kind of like the feeling you get around Seattle, that vibe that the city creates. We have that in our locker room, and we have that within our team. We stopped trying to define it. Just enjoy it while it lasts because not all teams have it. We know how lucky we are.
And it really seems like it's all kind of centered around Kelsey, and she's such a wonderful person that it just kind of exudes out that she's just a great person and a great player, and she's having another terrific season.
She certainly is. She's very magnetic. You know, a lot of people are drawn to her, and then as a result, we've got other, you know, Chantel's leads in her way, Katie leads in her way, Heather does her thing. So, you know, Kelsey is the one that with the record approaching and being talked about a lot, has to bear a lot of the weight on her shoulders for being talked about, but she's such a good teammate. She's got 3 other people to lean on, and that group together has been very, very special.
And Kelsey really could get that record, the all-time record for a college female player.
Yeah, she won't want to watch this part and hear us talk about it. She hates the conversation about it, but it is legitimate. I mean, it's gone from possible to probable now. And she doesn't have to do anything other than what she's been doing since the day she stepped on campus. I don't know whether she'll get it or not. Either way, it's going to be a tremendous thing to have done under the circumstances that she's done it in raising our team's level of play. So I'll keep up with it. She's certainly not, but it's becoming probable.
All right, let's switch it up a little bit, talk about another senior. Again, one we had on our show this week, Chantel Osahor. I mean, what is the deal with she had 30 rebounds last Friday, a week ago, against the Cougars. I mean, you guys crushed Wazoo.
Well, she does it every day in practice and every day in every drill. She's very focused on getting rebounds. She knows that's a huge part of her role, and she doesn't want anybody to do it better than she's done it. She's tenacious with it. It's something that she's really, really focused on. She goes after everyone. And when you do that, a lot of times, as a result, some of them end up in your hand. I would tell you there's been games where she's had better rebounding nights, but the numbers haven't been there. There were a lot of missed shots to go around, and she got very, very active and got 24 defensive rebounds alone. And 30 is just video game numbers to me.
Have you ever seen an effort like that? I mean, she does it so easily and effortless, but have you ever seen a player get 30 rebounds and have so many rebounds so quickly in a game?
No. Never even close, not even watching games. And, you know, we've had Amina Williams, who is one of the leading rebounder in UW history at this point. And at Xavier, we had the number 6 all-time leading rebounder, and I've never seen anybody go at it like Chantel does.
And you know what's funny about your team? I mean, you can talk about Chantel, and you can talk about Casey Plum scoring. If Kelsey has a great game and the rest of the team doesn't, most likely you're not going to win. I mean, this is really a team effort. I mean, it speaks volumes, doesn't it, for this club?
Well, they've seen that. You know, they know that for us to beat the top teams in the country, it can't just be one-dimensional. It's got to go 3 and 4. And then we've got other roles that have to be filled. And the nights when our stars in their roles play well, that's the night when we can do special things like we did last year in the NCAA tournament. I don't think we're peaking yet. I sure hope we're not. You don't want to be peaking this time of the year, but I do think we've further along than we were this time last year. But there's still a lot of basketball still to be played.
Well, you guys are 19-2. Your 2 losses against Notre Dame, ranked number 1 at the time. That was a month or so ago. And then you lose on the floor by 3 at Oregon State, another ranked team that went to the Final Four. You only have 2 losses against 2 quality teams. And then hopefully you got Stanford. Well, hopefully you'll win. You'll beat Cal, and then you got Stanford. How about packing the house Sunday? That's big for you guys, isn't it?
It's so fun. The kids are starting to feel the buzz about it. You know, we're not looking past Cal by any stretch of the imagination, but, you know, Stanford's always been the standard bearer for our conference. We go into their gym and you see 22 conference banners, and Coach Vandiver's about to get 1,000 wins. So, you know, they've been that standard bearer. So for the crowd to come out Sunday and a chance to play in front of a top 25, 10, or maybe even the all-time biggest crowd now with everybody's efforts, our kids are really excited. They're happy. They're proud of our city, and they're proud to represent. And they're really excited people are going to come out and support them.
Coach, you're doing some great things, man.
Thanks, Guard. Appreciate it, man. Oh, we're going up top. I like it.
That was weak.
That was weak? Wow. All right. I like it.
All right, Coach Mike Neighbors. Again, we love it. We want that big announcement to come that you guys have sold this baby out.
Let's
That's coming up a little bit this weekend. All right, don't go anywhere. We have a lot more coming up right after the break.